Hello YouTube, Power Guy coming to you. Well, I'm sorry I've not uploaded in a while. I've been busy with work and I've just moved into a new flat. So when I get a chance, there'll be more videos. But this video, well, it's one of my rant videos. You probably remember last year at some point, I ranted about Mclaren-honda. Well, guess what I'm going to rant about today? That Mclaren-honda again. Now, put this picture into your mind. McLaren were with Mercedes from 1997. Don't hold me to it, I believe 97. And since I've supported McLaren all the way back then with Covert Hakkinen, they've been a race winning team. They've won constructors, they've won drivers, championships. But they have gone to Honda. Obviously, they're hoping for what Honda were like back in the 80s. Everyone knows the 1988 season, the most dominating Formula One car in history. 15 out of 16 race wins. Not even Mercedes have done that. That is an average of 96.6% of the races they have won. And look at them now. Bottom of the Constructors' Championship. How the hell has a team like McLaren, who were top flight, I mean, one of the best, they are the second oldest Formula One team and the second most successful team. The only reason they're second is due to the fact that Ferrari have been in Formula One since the start. So it's quite hard to keep up with Ferrari, the fact that they've been in there since 1955, and McLaren came in 1967, I think. Please tell me if I'm wrong. But I just can't wrap around my head the fact that this McLaren-honda engine is 100 brake horsepower slower than the rest of the field. How the hell has Honda squeezed so little out of their engine? I mean, really? 3 fucking races in, and they retired due to fucking mechanical problems. 3 fucking engine changes between both Van Dorn and Alonso. And Alonso has came onto the radio today going, I've never driven a car with such little power. Now, if a 2 times world champion who has won 37 race wins is claiming that your car is shite, and who would rather go and race in Indianapolis 500 than to race your F1 car in Monte Carlo, you better fucking get your priorities straight and just ditch Honda. Go, right, which engine suppliers are the best? Ferrari, who are not going to touch McLaren because they're one of the better. McLaren are an amazing team. They got some of the best designers in the world and some of the best engineers at getting the car. Their chassis is probably amazing, but it's the engine. So, rightly speaking, the only engine supplier that might touch McLaren is Mercedes, due to the fact of how long they had a history together. But the only reason Mercedes might not touch McLaren is due to the fact that McLaren might actually start making race wins, and Mercedes don't want to be supplying a team and actually letting them challenge them for race wins. So that's the catch-24. Honda have got no works team. They don't give a damn. They're supplying the engine. They're making money. But Mercedes are going to make money off McLaren, but at the same time, they're not wanting McLaren to challenge them for race wins, and potentially the constructors is fucked now for this season. McLaren might as well just kiss it goodbye and try and battle for 8th. That is the optimistic that I feel for McLaren is 8th. And I don't know what else to say about that. That is genuinely where I believe McLaren might finish off. I genuinely am praying. I pray to fuck McLaren actually get this shit sorted out. I just hope, due to the fact it's the free flyweight races, and when they go to Europe, it might actually get all together and actually they start getting some points on the board. But at the moment, I just don't see it. They're even saying that the car might not, the engine might not even be ready until about Monaco or even Britain. They're saying it could be up to a month before their engine vibrations are fixed. Like, McLaren are claiming it's going to be a fucking month. The F1 season started in March, right? They were winter testing in February. They have had from February to now to fix their fucking engine. Well, I mean, Honda have, but McLaren need to actually start stating, right, Honda, these are our demands. Fucking fix it. Honda don't really give a fuck, it seems like. Last season, Honda joked, their engine is better than Renault. I think you find Renault actually finished ahead of Honda. And these, at the time, Toro Rosso, powered by Renault engine, Renault work team were actually ahead. I just don't know where the fuck to go with McLaren. I'm not going to stop supporting them. Stop supporting the team that you've supported for years because they're having shite time is a bad thing. But by God, am I going to fucking rant about it? McLaren need to actually fix this shit out. They genuinely do. Alonso doesn't want to race for them. I don't see him signing another contract at the end of this year. His contract's set. At the end of come out Abu Dhabi, his contract's gone. He's looking to go race at another team. Now, potentially, the fact that Bottas has only got a 1 year contract with Mercedes, and he's got a lot to fucking prove. And it's not easy when you've got a teammate like Lewis Hamilton. I bloody hate Hamilton. I think he's an arrogant fucking wank. By God, is he a fucking amazing driver. So Bottas has a lot. Now, a driver like Alonso to go to Mercedes would throw a massive spanner in the works and actually potentially might make Lewis Hamilton buck up his ideas and actually give Lewis a challenge. Even if Vettel was to go to Mercedes. It would be quite a challenging race to see them together. But I'm glad this season it's not a one-horse race. I will say that. I am so fucking glad that Ferrari and I'm not a Vettel fan either. I want Kimi to start racing, getting more points, and even challenging for race victories. But I'm just glad Mercedes are not running away with the season like they have done the past couple of years. It made the sport boring. Watching, I will say, because 5 cars had dropped out by this point, Alonso, Palmer, Kvyat, Ericsson, and Verline, all challenging. And by God, that was some bloody moves. Fair enough, Alonso lost it and retired. But bloody hell, he may not be getting anywhere near race victory, but he actually was showing bloody good. Why he is the 2 times world champion. And don't forget, Alonso won his championships at the height of the Schumacher era. So Michael Schumacher was a 7 times world champion. Untouchable. And here comes this young Spaniard and actually wins. Yes, it's been over 10 years since Alonso won his last championship. But he's still a fucking world champion. And people need to actually realise that. It's the same with Kimi Räikkönen. Räikkönen was winning races and challenging for championships back then. Those two are bloody amazing drivers. And they deserve a better car. And they need the team to rally behind them. McLaren need to push Honda to develop this engine and develop it quickly. Yes, Mercedes has got an advantage due to the fact that they supply more than just one team. Honda have got that disadvantage where it's only one team until Honda supply Sideware. I don't know when that's going to be. But Honda are not getting the data that they need to develop this engine a lot better. Yes, McLaren are giving them all the data that they have on the engine, but it's hard to get the data from just off one car. If you have 2 or 3 cars that have your engine, you're getting multiple feedbacks on how your engine's actually working and how you can develop it a lot faster. But Honda have just not got that edge at the moment, and they genuinely do need it. I used to like Honda F1 back in the day. I supported McLaren because that's the team I supported for years, but I supported Honda due to the fact that Jenson Button drove for them. And when Honda went bust, it became Braun. I still supported Braun because of Button. And then I couldn't give a damn who else. Mercedes, they formed out Braun. I kept going with McLaren because Button went there. But now I'm not really. I won't give up on McLaren, but at the moment I don't see any fight in that team. I genuinely do not. The fact that Ron Dennis is gone from the team. He was instrumental in. He's the reason because the MP4 1 came along. McLaren Project 4, where they actually redesigned the F1 car. And if you don't forget, also Ross Brawn signed the most legendary F1 teammates and the most infamous rivals. I'm talking about Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna. That was a team. That is the Mclaren-honda I want to know. I want to see that team. I would love to be back in the 80s watching Senna and Prost battling it out in that Mclaren-honda. This Mclaren-honda is a pile of shite. It is not the dog's bollocks of fucking F1 cars. It is the dog's shite. They need to get the shit together, make this engine work, and for fuck's sake, will they stop fanning about? They need to get rid of this Yank, who's in charge of McLaren now. Fuck off, Yank. Employ a British guy, and I'm not meaning this as a racial thing, but McLaren's okay, technically it's not a British team, but it's based in Britain. For years, it has had a British guy spearing it. But McLaren really need an engine. And do you know what? I'm going to stop fucking ranting here because I'm probably pissing off my neighbours. So this is Power Guy signing out. And I will be back with more videos. Just stay tuned. Please like and subscribe.